a glorious king, Patrick Mahomes. Tore his ACL in a loss today against the Chargers, eliminating them from playoff contention and ending his season. They are going to be exploring surgical options for a repair on that knee. Fellas, what's your reaction to this Mahomes injury and really the Chiefs' season kind of just coming down to rubble?
I got some important information for y'all. There's no better place to win cash while watching sports than PrizePicks. Football season is here and basketball season is here, so there's absolutely no better time to join. It's super easy to use. To create a lineup, all you got to do, select a few player stats, pick more or less. That's literally it. PrizePicks is available in more than 40 states, including California, Texas, my home state, and Georgia. But my favorite thing, PrizePicks is going to give you $50 in lineups when you make your first $5 lineup. What's that mean? Win or lose, you get $50 in lineups for free. Just download the app and use promo code Speakeasy today. $5 gets you $50 in lineups. PrizePicks, it's good to be right.
I hate it for Pat. I hate it for the Chiefs. I also hate that this is what it's going to take probably for the Chiefs to be more serious about the season next year. You know, they talked serious, but when you go to 3 consecutive Super Bowls, obviously you're probably a little bit lax. Now, oddly enough, when I saw this happen for Pat, I said this is best case scenario because he'll be back in time to start next season. There's a 100% injury rate in the National Football League. Even Tom Brady missed a season, but the problem when Tom Brady got hurt, he missed like the whole season. Pat's missing the rest of a season in which his team wasn't going to make the playoffs anyway. And based upon the ACL, he'll be back in time for training camp. So when I say it's best case scenario, I say that to say he's going to miss 3 meaningless games, of which they might have shut him down anyway because they were likely going to lose to the Chargers regardless. And now he'll be back in time for next year without having to miss more time. So it's like, given the fact that every player, especially quarterback in the NFL, will at some point in time get hurt, can we mitigate how much you have to lose when you get hurt? Because at the end of the day, like you saw, Patty already took to Twitter, and he's like, I'm going to come back stronger. He's built for it. His mind is tough. He knows what he's doing. He has a long career ahead of him. So to me, it sucked. But this is kind of a synopsis of the Chiefs season, bro.
Yeah, one thing about Pat, though, he a competitor. He's tough. I remember going over there in Kansas City and seeing the way he approached the game. So this right here be a small little setback, but he gonna come back ready to roll. And I think for the team, like they'll probably lose these last 3 games. And you know, when's the last time the Chiefs had a top 10, top 11 draft pick? You know what I mean? So now you get a talented player like that. And I think you had so much success so long, you need that reset button. I don't want to see the reset with Pat getting hurt. But I mean, like, okay, now that this happens, what do the Chiefs look like going forward? They gonna bounce back, and I think they needed this to get that hunger back. They go to the Super Bowl every single year. They go to AFC Championship game every single year. Now you need some adversity. Okay, are we that good? Are people question us? You come back and you put it together. So I don't like him getting hurt. Obviously, Pat is probably he is the best quarterback in football, and we're gonna miss him. But I do think that gets the hunger back. Now they got to prove it all over again.
Yeah, and I also think to Shady's point, like. Sometimes, I said this before. Remember I said I want the Chiefs to miss the playoffs. And it sounded like an asinine take, but my point was sometimes it takes drastic situations to make drastic change. It might be that way relationally. Like sometimes it takes him leaving you. It takes her leaving you. It takes putting the stuff outside the crib for you to be like, oh, you know what? Let me get my act together. And I think in this situation, it might take not only the Chiefs missing the playoffs, but also the Chiefs missing the playoffs. Unfortunately, Mahomes getting hurt. And you know the craziest thing? They might actually get a good draft pick for the first time in
Go get Carnell Tate from Ohio State. Imagine the Chiefs with Ohio State wide receiver.
They've been drafting 29, 30, 31, and 32 for the last 8-9 years. Now they might mess around and be able to draft at 17. To your point, Care Bear, you can get legitimate help there. At 31, 32, they had to get Clyde Edwards-Helaire. No good for them. 31, 32, they've said, you know what, let's go trade back up and get Xavier Worthy. Hasn't been great for them. Now they might actually get a player who could make like a legitimate dominant impact. 2-5, help me out if I'm not mistaken. What's the last first-round pick for the Chiefs that's really made noise? Their noise makers are 3rd, 4th, 5th round picks.
First round. You said first round?
Yeah. Like maybe, I don't even, the offensive lineman first round has been hurt. I don't know where Creed Humphrey was taken or Trey Smith. It would probably be one of them. If they were first round picks, these are offensive linemen we're referencing, but like.
Yeah,
they've got Trent McDuffie.
He went first?
No, he's talking about offense, though. He's talking about offense, right?
Yeah.
He's talking about offense.
Yeah. But did Trent go in the first?
Trent went first, yeah.
Okay,
2022.
Yeah, Trent went first.
Yeah.
He's talking about offense, I thought. I'm sorry.
I need some offensive players.
Yeah, Xavier Worthy, Clyde Edwards.
Yeah, Clyde, he went
Patrick
first.
Mahomes.
I think
first
Josh
round.
Simmons actually is good, but yeah.
Not Josh. Pat was
That was
first
first round. That was it. 2017.
Clyde was first round.
Clyde was first round. 2020. That's it.
Yeah,
Only
that's it.
offensive
That's it.
player.
That's
Everything
it.
else was
That's it.
defense.
And like you really get your
Worthy.
dudes. You can find real quality defensive players after the first round.
I agree with that.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we're a
tight
reaction
ends
based
too.
thing. Yeah,
You get
exactly.
tight ends
Right.
third, fourth round.
There's
like-
gonna be some random edge that came from nowhere.
Correct.
That's,
But bro, like your wideouts and your running backs, you probably want second round or better. If
I
you
agree.
want them to be like all Pro Bowl caliber dudes,
Yeah.
you can find Javonte Williams in the fourth or fifth. You know what I mean?
But
But
he ain't not super special.
Right,
Correct.
yeah, he's going to get the job
If you
done
want someone to be like a difference maker, though,
yeah.
you got to go higher.
in that first
Correct.
round.
And so hopefully this does change things around for the Chiefs. But like, how long do y'all think the Super Bowl drought is for the Chiefs? Because I've been saying this.
About 2 years, if that.
I've been saying this. I've
They
been
have to.
saying
They really have to retool that offense, though. That's the thing. They have to retool that offense. They need, and the problem is, they need guys at positions that are now a premium. They weren't a premium in the league 10 years ago, but now
Break that
having,
down.
Having a wide receiver, a true number one, like gotta have it every single down wide receiver, it wasn't really as much of a premium as it is now. You're seeing the elite teams, most of them have two. They don't have one. Sorry, like they don't have one guy as good as Devontae Smith. They don't have one. They don't.
Yeah.
They just don't. Like, and it's they're going to need to retool that offense in that way. You're going to move off of Travis Kelce before I think they get another championship. So what does Pat's go-to offensive target look like on the third down? Is that going to be this new rookie that they get or whatever? And then also on the defensive line, they have money in bad places, though, Acho. Kind of like the Cowboys have money in bad places on our back end, and is boo-boo back there?
Yeah.
They have money in bad places
That's a
right
good
now.
way to put it. That's a really good way to put it because you're paying Karlaftis that money. You're paying Mike Dana that money.
Yep.
Chris Jones has turned it up the last 3.5 weeks, but he was making too much money to play like he played for the first 8 weeks of the season. You
Yep.
can suggest he sold not one but two games, Jaguars game and Chargers game. So I think, Shady, though, there's probably going to be a 4-year drought. At least. At
What,
least.
AFC Championship game?
No, Super Bowl.
But what about the AFC Championship game? Because I don't, got to get there first.
Man,
AFC Championship game, I see you 3 years. Yeah, 2-3 years. I see that.
I see 2 years.
I think the Broncos are about to be relevant for another 8 years. I think the Patriots are about to be relevant for about 8 more years. I think the Ravens are going to be relevant as long as Lamar is there. I think the Bills are going to be relevant as long as Josh Allen's there. I think the Bengals, I don't know.
See, but hold up, though. See,
Talk to me.
I'm confused. So
Yes, sir.
Lamar's there and Josh is there, and they're going to be relevant. But Pat, he
Pat in them playoff
Oh,
games.
he's going to
is
be
a
relevant. I'm
different
just saying, I
beast.
don't think he'll win a Super Bowl. Because what we
Oh,
saw.
no.
okay, because none of them got. Okay, all right,
Yeah.
I get it.
I don't think
That's
we'll
why I
win.
said AFC Championship game because them other guys don't even go there.
Yeah.
I just want to be kind of respectful to
Yeah,
Pat.
yeah, that's fair.
So AFC Championship game, that's where he always hangs out at. That's like
Yeah.
his hideout.
I guess the problem now, though, is.
Like when he wants to hide out from the world, he goes to the AFC Championship game because they won't be there. You get what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is the Chiefs gonna have a 2-year drought, if that. Because not only is it's not about this Patrick Mahomes, but Andy Reid is probably the greatest coach of all time, and the GM Brett Veach, they draft well.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
But how
See, the
long-
Cowboys, they have problems with the quarterback having heart, and they have problems with getting let me not go to the Cowboys. But you see what I'm saying? Like everything that you need to have a really good franchise, they have quarterback, they have a really good head coach, and they have a great GM.
Well, it
had a
starts
bad
and
year
ends
this
with
year.
Pat, though. You put a playoff caliber roster with Patrick Mahomes. What was it, 2 years ago when they beat the 49ers? That wasn't that wasn't a top 5 roster in the NFL.
It wasn't.
Not at all.
The year before that wasn't a top 5 roster in the NFL. The defense was amazing. Bruh, he was throwing touchdown passes to Sky Moore in the Super Bowl. As long as you
I
have
think
15.
people caught up though a little bit.
No, they
That's
did.
what
They
I'm
did
saying.
catch
Just a
up.
little bit.
They did.
Like,
Like,
'cause
roster-wise,
now
they-
you need, and I think he don't need a lot though, because he's Pat.
Yeah.
But you do need a little more talent though.
But
Yeah,
think about
that's
this
true.
for
You
think
know what
about
I'm
this
saying?
for a
That's
moment.
true.
Think about this for a moment. If we remove quarterback, Chargers have a better roster than the Chiefs. I'm not sure it's close. The Broncos have a better roster than the Chiefs.
do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
it might be close, but I'm not sure it's close because that defense is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
If you just stay in the AFC, the Ravens still have a better roster than the Chiefs.
absolutely.
Ravens do for sure.
You know what I
Yep.
mean? Like, it's a lot of teams that have better rosters than these Chiefs, bro.
Yeah.
Even the Houston
The
Texans.
Texans.
The Texans have a better roster than the Chiefs. Absolutely.
Way better roster than the
Yeah.
Chiefs. So,
It's tough. I'm telling you though, when they make the playoffs, I'm taking 15.
Yeah.
Every single time. I'm taking 15.
But, bro, think how far they are from the playoffs this year. Like, it's not like they barely missed it or will barely miss it. It's like there are 11-win teams in the AFC right now.
Yeah.
The Chiefs have 6.
Yeah.
Right.
There's 2 11-win teams, if I'm not mistaken. Patriots and the Broncos.
Yeah.
Chiefs aren't close. It's not like the Chiefs are like, oh, we're right there. Hell no.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. I just think, I don't know. You can't not believe in Patrick Mahomes after
That's
what
facts.
you've seen.
That's all.